Welcome to a fascinating exploration of the energy fields of the human body. Today, we delve into the pioneering research of Anton Mesmer, whose 18th century investigations laid the groundwork for many modern understandings of energetic phenomena. While Mesmer's ideas were controversial and often misunderstood, his core concept, that invisible magnetic fields permeate and influence living beings, remains intriguing. In this video, we'll unpack Mesmer's philosophy, examine how his theories relate to health and well-being, and consider their relevance in our contemporary world. Let's begin our journey into the subtle energies that shape our lives. Every technique or methodology, Mesmer argued, must be rooted in principles proven to be true. His approach to energy fields was no exception. Mesmer's research anticipated many modern discoveries in energetic science, yet he was limited by the scientific context of his era. Despite this, he identified key principles that could be applied to improve human health. Over time, Mesmer specialized his findings into a specific form of therapy, which, while effective in some respects, also became vulnerable to criticism and skepticism from the scientific community of his day. Today, we revisit some of Mesmer's philosophical concepts, recognizing that even after 2 centuries, progress in this field has been slow. Mesmer's work was largely ignored as science shifted toward more material and easily demonstrable phenomena. Only recently have we begun to question whether dismissing his ideas was the right approach. In his time, Mesmer was both celebrated and condemned. His methods were seen as mysterious and even heretical, leading to censorship and persecution. Yet his core insights continue to provoke thought and debate. At the heart of Mesmer's theory lies the existence of a magnetic field, a receptive zone of electricity in nature. For Mesmer, this field was real even if invisible. Later researchers like Reichenbach made Mesmer's findings more tangible. This magnetic field, Mesmer believed, was the source of bodily function, permeating and surrounding physical matter, moving through it along conditioned pathways. Energy, in its purest form, is universal, but we only respond to the parts for which we are internally conditioned. Thus, much of the universe's energy remains intangible to us, yet it still influences all living things in subtle ways. Mesmer's theory extends even to minerals. Minerals, though considered non-living, are not truly dead, just as metal is not lifeless. We can observe the death of metal, such as steel in a building that eventually loses its strength and must be replaced. This process, Mesmer believed, is more than a physical change, it's the loss of conditioned energy. All forms must eventually die, and minerals, too, separate from their energetic fields, becoming brittle and inert. This perspective invites us to see energy as a fundamental aspect of all matter, living or not. Beyond minerals, plants and animals also possess energy fields. Reichenbach demonstrated that some people could perceive these fields around plants, which radiate energy until they die. The loss or disruption of this field marks the plant's death. Animals, too, have more complex energy fields, consuming energy and separating from it at death. This continuity of energetic presence across kingdoms highlights the interconnectedness of all life and the universality of energetic principles. Humans, as the most complex beings, possess the most intricate energy fields. The human magnetic field is not just individual, it's a synthesis of mineral, plant, animal, and uniquely human energies. Our bodies are maintained by the energetic contributions of all these kingdoms, which is why nutrition is more than just consuming food. It's about supporting our energy fields with the energetic quotient of other things. Poor nutrition or devitalized food leads to a loss of essential energy reserves, undermining our structure and health. Beyond physical energy, humans possess a unique mental energy that operates through the body, nourished by other forms of magnetic substance. This compound structure allows for a complex pattern of energy release, enabling us to sustain ourselves and fulfill our functions. Understanding the sources of these energies is crucial, as they originate from various realms, physical, vital, and mental, each contributing to our overall vitality and well-being. Physical energy, Mesmer believed, is derived from living on the surface of another living organism, the Earth itself. Our bodies are part of a vibrant living structure, and our physical economy is possible because we are integrated into this larger system. This perspective emphasizes the importance of our connection to the environment and the continuous exchange of energy between ourselves and the world around us. Vital energy, according to Mesmer, radiates from the sun and becomes part of the vast life field surrounding us. The air we breathe is a primary channel for this energy. Maintaining clean air and healthy breathing habits is essential, as poor breathing can lead to exhaustion and diminished vitality. Mesmer emphasized that conscious, planned breathing can open channels within us, providing access to renewed energy and resilience during times of stress or crisis. Sunlight influences us in many ways, not only through the skin but also via the body's glandular structures, such as the pancreas and spleen. These glands capture specific energies necessary for delicate psychoneural functions, helping to maintain balance among the body's various potentials and organs. The way we dress can either facilitate or hinder the flow of solar energy, affecting both the intake of beneficial energy and the release of waste energy from the body. Emotional energy is even subtler than physical or vital energy. Mesmer suggested that the main source of human emotional energy is the reflected energy of the planets. These celestial bodies contribute to what ancient people called the astral field of the human body. Our psychic life, with its moods and cycles, mirrors planetary movements. Paracelsus was among the first to draw these parallels, noting that planetary cycles can have profound effects on both animals and humans. The magnetic field of the human body acts as a subtle bridge between pure energy and material structure. It participates in both realms, possessing the qualities of life and the abstract subtlety of matter. Mesmer's magnetism is both physical and metaphysical, material and beyond material. It can manifest through the body because it contains a certain material content, yet it is also the carrier of pure energy, essential for sustaining life. Mesmer described the magnetic field as an aqueduct system, channeling energy into the body and forming a bridge between energy and form. Rarely does this field completely fail, but it is more than just individual robustness. Magnetism is like a sea or an ether, a matter arranged in countless forms, each dependent on the principle of matter itself. This collective reservoir of energy is vital for the functioning and vitality of all living beings. In the modern era, concerns about nuclear research highlight the risk of damaging the reservoirs from which bodies draw their substances. The human magnetic field is also a kind of reservoir, a collective energy source from which bodies derive their specific energies. If these reservoirs are polluted or depleted, collective exhaustion and fatigue become widespread problems, not just individual issues. This underscores the importance of maintaining the integrity of our energetic environment. The body constantly removes dead or waste substances. If this process is hindered, tissues become infected, structure deteriorates, and premature death is inevitable. Similarly, waste must be cleared from the psychic field. Most physical weaknesses, devitalizations, and diseases result from blockages in energy flow. These blockages can be physical, vital, emotional, or mental, and overcoming them is essential for restoring health and vitality. Tension is a common cause of energy obstruction. When tension locks the structure, it reduces receptivity to life and creates susceptibility to illness. The process of unlocking these tensions is crucial for restoring free energy distribution. Relaxation is the key to recovery, allowing the natural flow of energy to resume and supporting the body's self-healing processes. Sleep is the period of greatest energy replacement, as it is when the body is most receptive to restorative processes. However, if a person is excessively fatigued or stressed, sleep alone may not be enough to restore full vitality. Over time, unrecovered damage accumulates, eventually leading to illness. Thus, managing fatigue and ensuring quality rest are essential for maintaining health. Modern life's relentless mental activity often leads to dispositional fatigue, which cannot be cured by rest alone. The solution lies in replacing tension with relaxation and cultivating a balanced disposition. Philosophy and religion offer motivation for relaxation, helping us understand the importance of adapting to life and reducing fatigue through mindful living. Psychological shocks and tension often manifest physically in the solar plexus region, affecting digestion, assimilation, and elimination. Mesmer and his followers noted that many illnesses begin in the abdominal area, where stress and toxins accumulate. Unlocking these centers through relaxation and mindful living is crucial for maintaining digestive and overall health. Mesmer emphasized that healing requires active participation from the patient. Medicines can provide temporary relief, but true recovery depends on the individual's mental, vital, emotional, and physical engagement. Without this holistic involvement, no treatment can be fully effective. The patient must be willing to cooperate in the healing process for lasting results. Mesmer believed in the potential of magnetic therapy to address blockages in the body's energy fields. By artificially increasing the flow of magnetic energy, it was possible to break through obstructions and restore the natural healing process. Mesmer experimented with various methods, including talismans, magnets, and group energy circuits, to amplify this effect and facilitate healing. One of Mesmer's most famous experiments involved the magnetic bath, where patients immersed their feet in water with magnetic rods. This created an electrical circuit, allowing energy to flow and break through energetic blockages. The process often led to dramatic releases of tension, sometimes resulting in hysteria or fainting, but followed by a sense of profound relaxation and improvement. The release of tension during Mesmer's treatments is similar to the relief people feel after sharing their troubles with a friend or counselor. This psychological release unlocks blocked areas, allowing energy to flow freely once again. Mesmer's approach highlights the importance of both physical and emotional release in the healing process. Some people turn to habits like alcohol to escape tension, believing it offers relaxation. However, Mesmer warned that such substances are toxic and ultimately create more harm than relief. True healing comes from cultivating healthy, natural forms of relaxation and energy renewal, rather than relying on artificial means that can lead to further depletion. Mesmer's experiments were observed by notable figures like Benjamin Franklin. While some patients experienced lasting improvement, others relapsed if they returned to the habits that caused their illness. The key to sustained health is learning from experience and making lasting changes, rather than relying solely on external interventions. Mesmer concluded that each person can, to some extent, influence the health of others. Just as advice can affect the mind, one person's magnetic field can impact another's. This influence operates through invisible aspects of our being, ideas, thoughts, ambitions, and is not limited to physical contact. The power of human connection extends into the energetic realm. Mesmer believed that magnetism could be transferred from one body to another, even without direct contact. Energy could be transmitted through sight, hearing, touch, or even through conductive materials like wires. Each part of the body, from fingers to breath, carried different currents of energy, and proximity alone could create significant magnetic influence. Just as people differ in personality and abilities, they also vary in their magnetic structures. Factors like race, diet, interests, and beliefs all influence one's magnetic field. Most people cannot control their own magnetic fields due to their complexity, but some individuals are naturally endowed with strong magnetic healing abilities, much like innate talents in other fields. Some people are born with exceptional magnetic healing abilities. These individuals can act as agents of magnetic therapy, but their effectiveness depends on their own energetic balance. Nervousness, stress, or negative emotions can diminish their healing power. The most effective healers are those who maintain calm, receptive, and balanced states, allowing energy to flow freely through them. Mesmer taught that healers could learn to direct energy to specific parts of the body where it was most needed. By understanding the body's magnetic centers, healers could focus energy for maximum effect. This targeted approach was based on both traditional knowledge and Mesmer's own observations, aiming to optimize the healing process. Mesmer discovered that the body naturally accepts energy where it is most needed, much like nutrition is absorbed by the most deficient areas. Even if the healer is not perfectly accurate, the body's selectivity ensures that energy is distributed to the right places. This principle underlies the effectiveness of general energy therapies. Sensitive healers often develop an intuitive awareness of where energy is being used in the patient's body. They may feel sensations or impressions corresponding to the patient's condition, allowing them to guide energy more effectively. This psychic sympathy between healer and patient enhances the therapeutic process and deepens the connection between them. Mesmer believed that the mind directs and controls magnetic energies which instinctively follow the guidance of thought. Through practice, healers can develop patterns for managing different types and levels of energy. Proper use of energy strengthens the healer, while misuse or forceful intent leads to fatigue and frustration. Mesmer developed diagnostic methods to detect distortions in the body's magnetic field. By gently moving the hand above the body, healers could sense areas of heat, indicating blockage, or cold, indicating decay. These subtle sensations corresponded to energetic disturbances and were later supported by laboratory tests, confirming the presence of atmospheric changes around diseased areas. Mesmer advocated for providing patients with a direct influx of energy through trained healers. This temporary boost allowed the patient's body and magnetic field to recover and re-establish normal function. The ultimate goal was not dependency on the healer, but restoration of the patient's own energetic balance and self-sufficiency. The end goal of all true healing, according to Mesmer, is the restoration of normality. Once blockages are removed, the body's own magnetic field should provide everything necessary for health. This process requires correcting habits, attitudes, and practices that interfere with normal function, making education and self-awareness integral to healing. Mesmer extended his theory to collective thought, suggesting that mass attitudes and beliefs can create powerful zones in the energetic fields of society. These collective intensities, such as fear or hatred, can influence individuals who are attuned to them. However, those who do not resonate with these qualities remain unaffected, highlighting the importance of personal alignment and inner state. Our best protection against negative forces is the absence of those qualities within ourselves. If we transform fear into self-confidence, collective fear cannot affect us. Similarly, those free from hatred are immune to the negative effects of collective hatred. Maintaining constructive attitudes is essential for safeguarding our energetic well-being. The vast world of magnetism explains many phenomena we know to be true. It reminds scientifically minded individuals of the importance of subtle psychic forces operating beneath the surface of life. Personal growth, hope, faith, love, and a balanced existence form the foundation of health, happiness, and peace of mind, shielding us from the burdens of tension and exhaustion. Mesmer's philosophy teaches that the laws of nature are governed by cause and effect, not by mysterious forces. Every action has consequences, and health or illness arises from the interplay of our actions, thoughts, and environment. Understanding this principle empowers us to take responsibility for our well-being and make choices that support our health. The study of magnetism opens the door to a new field of therapy, expanding on the idea that we live in a world of energies. Our health depends on the availability of these energies, and the only way to access them is by following the natural laws. When we align with these principles, we find the source of life within ourselves, rather than relying on external factors. Relaxation is not just a luxury but a necessity for health. By reducing tension and allowing energy to flow freely, we support our body's natural healing abilities. Cultivating relaxation through mindful living, balanced activity, and positive attitudes is essential for maintaining vitality and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Ultimately, the key to health and happiness lies in self-renewal and inner strength. By reconnecting with our own energy sources and living in harmony with natural laws, we can overcome fatigue, irritability, and illness. The journey toward well-being is an ongoing process of learning, growth, and conscious living. As we conclude, remember that the laws of nature are not governed by mysterious forces, but by logical sequences of cause and effect. By embracing the principles of energetic living, we can unlock new levels of health, happiness, and peace. Let's strive to live relaxed, balanced, and mindful lives, drawing on the vast reservoirs of energy available to us and nurturing our own capacity for healing and growth.